Hello, good day everyone. Today we're going to have a quick tutorial on how to use the basics of Google Form. By the way, I'm teacher Irvin James from Ormo City Regional Sports Academy, and we're going to do a quick tutorial on how to use the Google Form, just the basic ones. So first we'll go to our browser. So here I'm using the Google browser, and then we click on the 9 dots, or the others call it waffle. Click this one. We go directly to Google Drive. After that, once we are already here in our drive, we're going to click new, click Google Forms here, okay, and we will be redirected to another tab. And here, this is the Google Form proper. We're just going to have a quick labeling of the things here. Here on the upper right, this is the title of the Google Form. Once you change this title, for example, we change this one, name of the form here will also be automatically changed. So here in the middle part we have the questions and responses. Here in the questions we're going to type here the questions. On the responses, this is the part we're going to see and edit the responses of our students. Here on the upper right side you can see here the themes, preview, settings, and send. And 3 dots here you can see undo, make another copy of this form, or if you want to move this to trash, or get pre-filled link, print, add collaborators, script editors, add-ons, and preferences. We're not going to dive in much on this tab here. We're going to focus on the in the middle part. But before we go to the middle part, we have to adjust the settings. First, we go to themes. Click the themes. Here we can choose the image of the theme. We have tons of themes here you can choose. You have the work and school, illustrations, etc. You can also upload pictures from your device. Choose photos like this pre-made photos that you have uploaded here in Google Drive. For now, we're going to use the themes that they have here. We click the let's try to use the colored pills here. Insert. And for the background here, you can also change this to another tone of the background. Then after finishing changing the themes and the color background, we're going to close this one. So here we can see Google Form has already been changed. We have the inserted picture here. Now we're done with customizing theme. Now we move on to the settings. We click on the settings. Here in the settings, we can see 3 options: as general, the presentations, and quizzes. Here in the general, if you want to collect email addresses from your respondents, you can click it here. And if you want the respondents to receive response receipts, you can also click this one. And you can also choose if respondent requests it, or if you want the respondents to always receive response receipts, you can also click this one. If you want to limit 1 response per respondent, you have to click this one. But if you want multiple responses from your respondent, then do not click this one. On this side, if you want respondents to edit after submitting the response, you can click this one. And also if you want the respondents to see the summary charts and text responses, you can also click this one. Okay. For now, let's uncheck this. But that's all for the general side. Let's move on to the presentations. Here in the presentation part, if you want the students to see the progress bar while they are answering the Google Form, then you have to click this. If you want to shuffle the question order, you can also click this one. And then also, if you want to show link to submit another response, you click this one. Here the confirmation message is also optional. Since after the respondents answer the questions, this is the standard message that they will be receiving. Your response has been recorded. But you can also change this one. Thank you for answering the form, for example. here on the right side, there's the quizzes. If you want to make this as a quiz, you can click this one. We're not going to dive on this one. We're going to have another quick tutorial with a quiz. So let's just uncheck this first. We're going to we'll be having only the basics for today. So save. So as you can see here, since we click the collect email responses, the email address option here is automatically being put here. So here we can see a small asterisk, red asterisk. It means that the students cannot skip this one. They have to write their email, type their email address. Now let's move on to the Google form proper. So we already have a name here for our form. You can write here the description of your form, for example. So this form is made to evaluate the conducted webinar and speakers. So this part here, this is the title and description. You can let's make a quick example here. So here we can already automatically see a multiple choice. But since the question here is an open-ended question and only asking for yes or no question, then we have to change this to checkboxes. That's it. So here we're going to write yes. For second option, here we can already see here the suggestion, and all you have to do is to click this one. That's it. So here you can add photos. You want to put an image. Here in this part, this is the questions. If you're asking for a short answer, paragraphs, multiple choice, checkboxes, drop down. File upload, linear scale, multiple choice, grid, checkbox, date and time. Okay, we're not going to dive deeper on the options here. We'll just stick on the multiple choice and the checkboxes, since this commonly used type of question in evaluation form. Here, if you want to change the option, you can remove this one like this, for example. For example, you want to change it with true or false. False is automatically been put since it is a suggestion. Here, option 3, we don't have an option 3. We just have to remove this one. That's it. So let's go back to yes or no. On this part here, this is the duplicate. This is if you want to delete the question, you just click this one. This one is required. We have to click this one so that the respondents will not skip this part. Here we can see the 3 dots. There are 3 options also: description, response validation, shuffle option order. Here, if you want to see if you want to add description about this question, you can write any description here, but this is optional, so you can just uncheck this one. Also here we can see the response validation and the shuffle option order. So if you check the shuffle option order, some students might receive the no option first, and others also receive the yes option first. Once again, we have to click required so that the respondents will not skip this question. Next is if you want to add another open-ended questions like this, then we can click this one plus sign to add another question. But if you are giving a question similar to the first one, then all you have to do is to click duplicate like this. Let's try to undo this first. Undo. This one you have to click duplicate. Okay, so it's going to make another duplicate of the first question that you made. Do you think the speakers have provided all the information you need? So this is also an open-ended question. So all you have to do is to check yes or no. Let's try to do a multiple choice question. Let's click add question. Okay, multiple choice question. Let's type it here. So here we have an example of multiple choice question. What part of the webinar is your favorite? So part 1, you can also hear another option. Part 2, here click another option. Part 3, here part 4. That's it. So once we're done with the options, we're going to click required. After that, if you want to give another multiple choice question, you just have to click duplicate. Here, another multiple choice question. How do you evaluate the speakers? Can change this option to, since we copied this from the previous question, just change this to, okay, we're going to add options, very satisfactory. Click on the second option. Satisfactory. The third option we can write here, good. Another option here we can write, just write it bad. Just an example. Okay, so let's try to say that these are all the questions that you need from the responses from the webinar. So if you want to have a preview of what your Google form would look like for the respondent's perspective, you just have to click this preview. Then we will be redirected to another tab, and this is what your Google form will look like. Okay, that's it. So that's all for the Google form basic tutorial. I hope you learned a lot of things. I will be doing another tutorial about how to make a Google quiz in the Google form. I hope you're going to like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that you will be updated to my latest YouTube videos. Thank you and good day, everybody.